because they're not prepared, and therefore they might get a surprise as to what may come out of that individual's mouth. In the introduction, we have some definite don'ts. Don't upstage the speaker. There's possibly nothing worse than to have someone to introduce you, and yet they get up. And the thing that they do is they begin to almost put themselves in those shoes, to the degree that they're looking out at the audience and they're thinking, this is my audience, here I am. They began to talk some about themselves and then put a little bit of the speaker out there. They may have jokes. They want to get the audience laughing, where that individual's speech may not be along the humorous lines. Or even they may inject personal things there that would have the audience, even as that person sits down, thinking about what it was that they were saying, so that when the speaker comes up, then that introduction is still on their mind, and they may have to take them a little bit of time to actually get into hearing what the speaker has to say. Along that same line, as I just spoke about, don't steal the speaker's thunder. Someone once wrote that my sympathies lie with the speaker whose knees grow suddenly weaker as the Toastmaster's lengthy patter turns out to be the speaker's subject matter. In other words, when that speaker gets up there to talk, his introducer already told the audience what his speech is about. So now he's got to go behind that individual and give out the same information. Needless to say, if he doesn't do it very well, he may find his audience nodding off, or the attention span looking around seeing what's what. Don't surprise the speaker. Never include information that might embarrass or in some way distract from the speaker's message. As an introducer, you are there to support the speaker and make that person transition to the lecture as smooth, as stress-free as possible. Always ask the speaker what should be included in the introduction, and make every effort to use the speaker's own words and ideas as much as possible. I thought this one was very interesting. Don't praise the speaker's skills. A lavish compliment can encourage unreasonable expectations. Let the audience be the judge. You don't want to build someone up as if they're about to give a Dr. King speech, only to find out that once they get up there, you can barely keep your eyes open. You don't want to do that. Don't build an individual up to that level. Keep it simple. Don't rely on cliches. This speaker needs no introduction. We have with us tonight, without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to present both you and the speaker deserve better representation. It's sad in a sense because I know that that one hit me. I've been called to introduce someone, and those cliches are there. Without further ado, I'd like to present. But you want to, again, if you have an understanding between yourself and the person you're introducing, you want to make sure that you give them the best representation that you can. Don't save the speaker's name until last. Withholding mention of the speaker's name implies that a celebrity mystery guest is waiting in the wings. Unless this is the case, why be coy or create false anticipation? Since audiences are usually aware of who will be speaking, incorporating a person's name once or twice before pronouncing it in a final time is a far more natural approach. You're introducing the person. You're giving out the information, you're talking about them, and everyone is sitting there. They don't hear anyone's name until you say, and now, I would like to present. Again, that air of mystery that they were talking about. Because the audience should know something about the individual already, hopefully, for the most part. So it's not like you're going to be too surprised. But if you're holding them in suspense, they're wondering, did I miss something? What's coming? So you don't want to do that. Part of this introduction, creating the right introduction, but as a matter of fact, a big part of it is the responsibility of the speaker. Far from it being a solo assignment, the creation of a good introduction is actually a two-way effort between the speaker and the person who will be introducing the speaker. Be prepared, though, for beginning speakers who may balk at contributing to their own introduction. Some beginning speakers are almost always self-conscious. They tend to feel that the audience will see them as immodest or conceited if they toot their own horn. For the benefit of the overall presentation, however, the speaker should be available to offer related information and answer relevant questions. Even in the short, brief period that I had with asking Mr. Ng to give me an introduction, I actually should have, again, when I handed it to him, the first thing he said was, let me start practicing now. Well, right after that statement, I should have said, let me help. Let's work together. Let's see, make sure that you understand what it is that I wrote. It's well understood, and you can give it out. And then, by us working together, it should have made this transition smoother, even, and me coming up and talking to you all tonight. Writing a good introduction is only half of the job. The other half includes a relaxed, professional delivery that creates a friendly atmosphere between both speaker and audience. I'm grateful for Mr. Ng because he did help me in the introduction that he gave to relax, to come up, to try and deliver the best speech that I can give to you all, so that if that opportunity presents itself, this will be helpful information. Presenting a complete, yet to the point introduction can be deceptively challenging. Deciding what to leave out is just as important as what to include. But once you've mastered the art of the introduction, you will have taken your speech making abilities yet another step forward and earn the gratitude of both speaker and audience members, as well as even help your introducer, so that all facets of the introduction, the speech, and the ending will be well received by the audience